Although it always bothers me, there's no title screen music for this game. Lack of music in a stream always makes me nervous. So, it's a wild card today. Even finished off our long play yesterday, so huzzah, I'm chewing through just about every outstanding stream before Dominion 6 comes around and does an unknown amount of damage to the channel. Although I do have to finish off Da Vinci. Guess I'll get that done later on this week. Today, however, it is Vampire Survivors Clones. So I had this as my most recent weekly one-shot, Vampire Survivor. Last for half an hour within 10 lives. I failed miserably. I just did not grasp the core concept of do more damage. Opting to grab my wings and my armor, and well, that just absolutely sank my run. But although I didn't enjoy the game all that much, it did make me interested in the concept. I've since picked up other Vampire Survivor clones, and although I don't tend to like using the word clones for games, boy, you can see the carbon copy aspects between them. Vampire Survivors clearly made a splash, and others were quick to try and grab that cash. Some I have played, some I have not, but I'll chew through all the ones that I have. But we'll start out with just one run of Vampire Survivors, just to remind ourselves what this game is like. Well, ourselves, you guys all probably know, no doubt, but me, I want to be reminded. So I guess we'll play as Imelda. I didn't give you much of a go. What kind of power-ups have I got? A mount seems fine. Might, I do like being mighty. Get ourselves some more shots going out, more damage, more better. Let's go, and we'll just do traditional Mad Forest. And go for it. +1 projectile is amazing. Well, one can only hope, so it's what I'm taking. I have heard that there's something you can... Wait, what is that? +10 something or other. What are we gonna go with? I'll get my Santa water. My ho-ho holy water. Yeah, I've been told just heading up here is a good idea, so let's see what that's all about. I don't have access to much. I haven't played this more since the weekly one-shot, so all I have is what I had unlocked there. Still maintaining that I really do not like the sheer amount of meta progression in this game. Loads of games have progression, but in a game where you just go back to the start and run it all over again, having so many things locked, especially difficulty options, I find very egregious. Some people like it, and I certainly heard some comments, especially on the YouTube, about people talking about how great it was. And some things about you had to be there at the time that the game came out. It was so much fun for everybody to be discovering builds and that, but I rate it firmly under wasting my time when it does that. Are we gonna find anything up here? God knows. All I'm doing is avoiding all this EXP that could be mine. I heard there was something up here, but I'm sure not seeing anything. I love games with exploration and meta progression. Oh god, no. This looks auspicious, but there's naff all here. You don't have map? No, I don't. I don't have much. And right now, I certainly don't have experience. I should be getting some. I just walked past it all, of course. Right, let's focus our good old magic wand then. So I quite like the look and feel of this game a fair bit. Projectile speed, is that even relevant? Ratio goes well with whip though. Might not be the worst idea in the world. Actually, I think it's heart that goes with whip. Here's another annoying bloody thing about this game. I want to check synergies, but you can't check synergies. Why can't I check the synergies? That's extremely aggravating. And it's a common theme with this game. I think it just... Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Well, that's not a good sign. It feels like this game is purposefully obfuscating information, and I just don't know why. Why can't I check those synergies? Why, even though I have the book, do I not get access to this information here? That information doesn't change. All gets filed under the wasting of my time aspect of this game. And I think another thing I don't like about it is it doesn't feel very proactive. All I'm doing is moving. I don't choose when or in what direction we fire these projectiles, I just move around. It's not... I don't find it particularly engrossing. Which is all the more reason that I was happy to check out other games in the genre. And we'll be doing that very soon. Although I would love some... Hey, that's exactly what I was about to say. Get myself some Taco Belmont. You get a sense of it with time. Exactly, wasting my bloody time. This information could just be there. What are we thinking? I'll grab Hollow Heart then. Already got it. Although hit point upgrade's probably a significant waste of time, isn't it? The reason I grabbed that was because I was thinking of synergy with Whip, but of course we only need one level of Whip. No, we need max level Whip and more levels of Hollow Heart. Again, information the game does not tell you about. And I get some people are just not going to have a problem with that, but I totally do. What am I thinking here? None of this seems particularly great for me. Take the candle. Do we know what the magic thing synergizes with? The book. Let's see if I can pick that up. We're at the mercy of what we find, though. Considering it's just €2, one-man game. One-man game? I'm pretty sure the staff for this game is 30 people. They had a year-in-review post that I read, and it mentioned the size of the team, and I'm pretty sure it said either 20 or 30. Let's get that magic wand going. I'd like to turn it into the magic Gatling gun. Something I do rather like, and will be a problem in probably some of the other games we play, is that the enemies are actually making a noise. My shots are making a noise. It does actually feel like I'm smacking these things about. I often talk about gameplay feeling visceral, which is important to me. Right, let's go for the Bible. We have garlic breath at home. I've got to say, this run is not going particularly well for me, though. I think my early decision to just generally run away was not a good one. I thought there was a pickup to be had if I went north, but of course, that's just something I've heard, not something I've grabbed before. Hey. Not going pentagram though, holy moly, that was anti-fun grabbing that before. Watching the screen and all the EXP disappear on you. Brutal stuff. We've come to learn these flowers just disappear, so no need to worry too much about them. Every day we get a step closer to Binding of Isaac. Oh, I've already streamed Binding of Isaac, haven't I? Anyway, I hate that bloody game. We're not going to be seeing that on stream ever again. I mean, I already don't like 2D Zelda dungeon gameplay. And combine that with Binding of Isaac's mechanics, you just got such an anti-me game. Notice I'm not saying that I think the game's bad, I just really don't like it. That's a distinction that a lot of people seem to have incredible difficulty with. Often get quoted as hating a game and thinking it's bad. Well, it's two very different things. Gib. Oh, hang on, I didn't even grab it, did I? You need to keep in mind, I don't have healing. I think I used to have passive healing on my my meta progression. I since disabled that in favor of more damage. I played too fast and loose. And now what's her face is hurting for it. Can you really blame them for thinking that your opinions are word of God? It's not God, it's just God's gift to gaming. God, after having played a bunch of other games in this genre, this just feels so sad. All I'm doing is walking around. So far, the best game I've played in this genre is 20 Minutes Till Dawn, and I'll certainly be playing that. Maybe even just after this. No, maybe not. Let's pace ourselves. Don't want to play what I think is the best too early. There are games that I've played and games that I have not that are coming. Let's go with the Magic Wand. Seem to be focusing that a fair bit, much as I love my books. Especially when you can time it with all those bats coming in. Boy, was I happy with the Garlic Breath, though, because the Garlic Breath was always there for me. Now that I think about it... Now I want to think what you think of Loop Hero. Loop Hero was a beloved game at the time, real flavor of the month stuff, and I never played it. Already wishing I grabbed a trapdoor there. Does it synergize with anything? Maybe. We'll never know. I don't want to sound too bitter about that, but I am definitely bitter about that. Attractorb since with Santa Water, really? Well, nice of the game not to tell me that. I guess this is luck, which allows me to see more options. What does a candle do? Candles and axes. Well, I certainly don't have any axes to hand. Maybe someday. Looks like books wipe out after a certain number of hits, though. Is that right? The Garlic Breath might not have been the optimum choice, but it certainly felt better. Okay, getting a little too hammed in here. Let's claw our way out and maybe, just maybe, get ourselves some wall meat. Oh, okay. Or just pay no attention and walk right into a bat. Anyway, Vampire Survivor. A quick refresher what that's all about, but I'm keen to not be playing this game again. To the game's credit, it does have tons upon tons of content in it. All these different things to unlock. Much as I don't like meta progression, I got to admit that it is still content. Power-ups less so. Do we not have like... here we go. Collection. Right, all these different attacks. Yeah, I would like to see these, but by God, I don't want to unlock these just to play around with them. So, if I ever do return to this game, I'll probably find a way to go into the game files and just unlock everything. Do what I did with Slay the Spire, not go through the game 80 times in order to unlock all difficulties. Hell no. But, enough of you Vampire Survivors, let's get off of you immediately. Let's go over to a game that I played exactly one round of, and thought, hey, this is better than I may have initially thought. Also, the music in this one's really good. Do we have the power to switch you over? I think we do. And I guess Twitch will be on my case if I don't update my game. There we go. Alright, who cares about this plot? HoloCure. Now, VTubers in general fill me with a very abstract level of disgust. Gives me that same pit of the stomach feeling as the whole idols and idol culture thing. But let's not try and hold that against what could be an otherwise very enjoyable game. What I do think is this game is absolutely teeming with content as well, and on top of that, this game is free. It's also potentially quite loud. Let's drop you down a touch, and let's just go in we have unlocked what appears to be about 5% of the characters. I did one run with Amelia, and that is it. She looks cool though. I like the big hat, the gun. But let's go with Lassie with the big scythe. Endless mode? No, let's just do stage mode, and we'll play in the office. Sure, let's go for it. Still has the auto-attacking, but at least in this game you aim, and I rather like that. And I do really like the pixel art for this. They made the characters look pretty good. The enemies have pretty cool variety and cute animations. Yeah, initial thoughts are pretty good. You do see all the items, but again, I don't think you really see where they're... Oh Christ, what happened there? I pressed start and it treated that as confirm. Okay, let's not make that mistake again. Let's level up our beloved scythe. I think auto-clicking or auto-attacking is symbolic of this, in quotes, genre. Well, let's play a game where that's not the case after this. Let's just keep working on that scythe. One problem I do have with this game is that it does not have that visceral feeling that you get in Vampire Survivors. There's no noise, there's no real collision with the enemies. Your attacks just pass through and damage is dealt. I think Gorilla Paw is what I got. Lose critical chance but gain considerable damage. And that's exactly the same output as we're getting from Scythe Swing. Let's focus Scythe Swing for now. This game has... Why can't I pause? Okay, pause is select. Much like Vampire Survivors, it has combinations. It just calls them collabs. Apparently I only know of 2 collabs. How you're meant to know more, I do not know, but perhaps I'll figure out in time. No, I'm not clicking the scythe is auto-attacking. And now it should be auto-attacking that bit faster. But yeah, there's no knockback, there's no flashing or anything of the enemies, it's just they're there and that's it. Unpleasant. That said, I'm doing considerably worse here than I'd imagined. A lot more. Oh god, I'm gonna get stuck, aren't I? Well, that came to a very swift and brutal end. Still want to play with you again, though, so let's grab you. Maybe don't go to... Oh wait, it recommends upgrades. Do we have the... Do we have an upgrade place? Shop, perhaps? Aha! Would you look at that? There's a stamp system, modifying main weapons, okay. Special attack, aha! Give me that then. Note the tabs in the shop. The tabs? I did not notice tabs. Fandoms, bonuses and accomplishments. A reroll when leveling? Sounds very useful. Oh, right. These tabs. Yeah, I did not notice them. There's my beloved movement speed, 6%, not insignificant. Oh yeah, this game has character gacha, which I did notice on... Yeah, here we go. So if I want a new character, I gotta pay... I actually don't know how much I need to pay, but something. 1,000? 1,000 what? Gold? Alright, let's grab one of the Hollow Arrow. Oh, I can get behind that. Kaela Kovaskia. Yeah, okay, I mean, I do not know or care about these characters. My best way to file them away is just imagine they come from some niche anime that I have never seen or read and have no intention of doing so. That'll make my life easier. Shows the different weapons and such. Reassuring to know that there's a whole bunch of them. Anyway, regarding the upgrades, Perhaps we'll just get some swollenness and some speed and a little bit of slow healing. And yeah, better attack speed has got to be good. And holy moly, I love it. I love pickup. Alright, let's try that. Perhaps things will go a lot better now. Who's this arrow character we got anyway? Swinging a hammer. I wanted to keep using Scythe Lady, but let's go with you. Yeah, screw the opposites. I like my planes. Although, don't have stage 3 unlocked. I don't know how to unlock stage 3. I like the planes though. Let's go. I like the levels that have unlimited scrolling in all the directions. Also, I really like the music in this level. As I said, prior to the stream, I only played one round of this game. I played it with Watson in this level, and the tune that plays was still ringing in my head when I went to bed that night. I like it a lot. Alright, what do we get here? Chatto, body pillows, headphones, credit cards. The cost of enhancing? I don't know, but sure, I'll take a credit card. Oh, that tune. Feels like an awkward range on the hammer. Stops dead on the direction you're looking at. Hard stages get remixes? Oh, great. Like I said, I do appreciate when we get a whole lot of content in these games. Let's... No pressure. 75% damage to all targets within... Oh, it's a lot more reading than I'm after. Just give me my credit card. Although, of course, I haven't up to my damage whatsoever, have I? Let's not learn any lessons in the genre. Oh yeah, the game does absolutely have the best possible price. Although I wonder about that. Sometimes I'm turned off of games because they're free. Immediately makes me think, there's probably not going to be that much worth my time here, is there? It's only free. Surely if it was worth something, they'd put a price on it. Maybe they can't put a price on this because it's using all these probably copywritten characters. So there was an indication that there's a cost associated with upgrade. I don't see cost anywhere, but... Oh, here we go. Oh, see, it's free. Sweet. Again, my favorite price, right? Let's keep with that credit card. If anvils want to keep spawning and giving me opportunities to level up my big old hammer, why stop them? I'm gonna need some other attacks real soon. It's not much, but just aiming my attacks already feels like I have a lot more agency in the situation. Shoot a powerful laser beam for the microphone on horizontal. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no kidding about powerful. I like at least a little bit of passive healing, because then I can at least take a little bit of damage here and there and not sweat it. After all, the only hit point that matters is the last one, unless we're playing Old Man Saga, then they all matter. Banner Saga had such a cool way of dealing with hit points, I loved it. Drop one falling anvil every 8 seconds onto a target, dealing massive damage. 3% chance it becomes an upgrade anvil. Hey, that sounds really cool. Go for it. Also, give me this. Can I just line all these up and... Whop! What is that? A marking stamp. Okay. Marked target receives 20% of the damage inflicted on any other target. Okay. Just keep going for that upgrade that deals no damage. Seems like the right thing to... What the hell is that? Line him up and shoot him dead. Oh, okay. They're all just disappearing anyway. Still free to upgrade the hammer, though. Another stamp. I guess I only have... No, I should have another weapon to attach this to, right? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Just throw it on. Not in the business of reading or thinking. Your specialist charge, not sure what button. Yeah, me neither. Okay, now I am. It's a right trigger. Also appear to have gained some kind of super speed. Okay, easy does it now. I gotta get back to that package, and I am busy getting murked by chickens. Gotta say, gameplay-wise, this feels a lot more fun than Vampire Survivors. Let's go. Oh, I didn't even grab that. Awakened! What does that even mean? Increase the damage. There's a chance to hit several minerals out of the target, which deal more damage. Yeah, go. Let's waken it up. Of course, I could really do with another weapon at this point, but hey. Hammer's really putting the work in now. Has no choice. Targets have a 2% chance to drop ore, may be destroyed. Gains ore. Gaining 10 types of ore will strengthen all weapons. Sure, let's get grinding. Can I even awaken up my awakened hammer? No, I think that's just diminishing returns right there. What I desperately need is another weapon. Like a fast piercing tail. Okay. Let's upgrade our tail immediately. For no cost. I don't understand why things are free, but perhaps I should like it. Multiply all damage dealt and increase haste, but take more damage? All for it. Surely situations where you take more damage for big upgrades are good. Why would they not be? I need some AoE. I may go for... No, let's actually get the... Upgrade what we have, right? A trap I fell into with Vampire Survivors was looking at the initial upgrades thinking, oh man, they're crap, I'm not going to go down this path. Where, actually the big upgrades get really good. Oh, cheers, Acronymus. Increase EXP? No. Let's try no pressure. What is no pressure? It's a special skill. Alright, let's go with it. Max level. Now, do I have any collabs associated with this? None that we know of. Dan, did I miss the Vampire Survivor clones part? We jumped straight into the punishment game part? No, far from it. But I'm sure you're just trying to be funny. Alright, let's stamp it up. I mean, they're not going to be bad stamps, I'll just throw them all on. The trouble will come when there are more than I have space for, and then I've got to make decisions. I forgot what these mining things are meant to do. I'm meant to get something good if I get enough of them. 5% for each empty weapon slot. Well, that's not going to happen. Let's grab an axe. I need some weapon diversity. There's a lot going on, but I think one of the problems is things are very flat in this game. There doesn't feel to be seem to be much depth to the characters on screen. So more so than Vampire Survivors, the situation is looking a bit more like Clown Puke. Get that plug. Get that plug maxed out. Maybe figure out a collab or two. How much have you played this? This is my second round of the game. Well, maybe third if we count that very short run I had. Grab the BL books. One of my fond memories of time in Japan is being in a bookstore and watching some girl just go right over to the BL section and very earnestly read through whatever she could. Good times. Get those axes going. Get those books going. I mean, can I really not put this on anything other than what I have here? Each empty... Oh, it's empty weapon slot, not each empty stamp slot, but I don't have empty weapon slots these days, so too bad. Also, golden... Oh, hello. Let's collab the beam and the Asakoko to become... the Shining Dragon? Okay. Well, at least I can carve a path pretty swell. Good lord, this is like Ultra Meteor from Vampire Survivors. What's gonna stand up to this? Not those chickens. Still don't remember what the story is with the mining things that I'm hitting. Targets have 2% chance to drop an ore deposit. Destroy it. Destroy 10 to strengthen all weapons by 1, 2, or 3. Do we have any information on just how much we've upgraded our weapons with that? Props to Vampire Survivor. It was really good at giving information on your weapons' performances. It's nice to see someone without knowledge of any inside jokes or memes having somewhat fun. Yeah, the VTuber part was a huge turn-off for me on this game, but I've managed to do enough mental gymnastics to still get my jollies. Okay, well this looks really good, even for targeting down bosses. Just obliterated. Glasses. New. Increase experience gain. Oh, I guess it's free, but I don't particularly want it. Let's max out our BL books, which I'm under the impression will collab. And books and axe should collab together rather nicely, actually. This tune, I don't know how long it is, it feels like a 20-second tune, but I already know it's going to worm into my head for the rest of the day now. Get those axes going. I don't know what level I need the axe to collab, probably max. The action of aiming, it's not a lot, but I suppose we have the extra powers as well. But it makes it feel a whole lot better than playing Vampire Survivors. Don't like that passive, slow lurching around that you do in Vampire Survivors, even when you speed it up. It's going to be time to consider more weapons real soon. I got 2 free slots. Maybe I should have been using the free weapon slot upgrade. Get out of here. It's almost a sin that this game is free. How do they manage it? Increase attack size. I like that for my axe. Where'd it go? Yeah, whoopsie indeed. Oh well, let's get that collab going. You used it to strengthen. That's an option. Maybe that means the one that I have left lying around can also be used to strengthen. Yeah, like you. Oh, let's see, there's things at the bottom. So I can swap you, and then I can use you to strengthen? No, I can just sell you. Huh. Clearly not 100% understanding what's going on there, but when have I ever needed to 100% understand things? I get through most of my life not understanding the things around me. I live in a country where I don't understand the language. Doesn't stop me having a great time. I'm actually in desperate need of new weapons. Maybe I have the garlic breath effect right now. Sure, things are dying, but I'm probably going to find that it's insufficient real soon. Actually, I'm getting slaughtered here. Food will drop. More food. No. How about we continue to feel no pressure? Yeah. Removed. Right. Not the world's biggest fan of the lava buckets. But let's get them. Good lord, the regular schmucks just can't get close, and I can't pick up everything they're dropping. Do your best, Hammer Girl. Tell you one thing though, I could certainly do with maybe more music and slightly less sound effect. Decrease damage of the main weapon, increase speed of the character. That sounds like the opposite of what we want. Could I use you to enhance something? Ah, there's the strength then. So if I strengthen you... Yeah, okay. Nice! I like that. Nice system. But do I know anything about my current collabs? Bucket and cooking. Maybe Frostpunk over this game and pretend it's a child picking up multicolored lumps of coal for the captain. No, I don't think this game quite has the Frostpunk appeal for me. Oh, Jesus! Did not even notice I was getting murked there. And that was the end of that. Okay. Is that the end? Do we try again? Maybe if I go back to character select, we're going to do one more run of this. Sword and Shield Lassie. Alright, you're up. Although, do I have... Of course I do. Got points for upgrading. Chance of success during enhancements. They can fail. There we go, just a bunch of stuff. Let's grab you and let's go with the Holo Office then. Okay, immediately regretting the increased music. Down you come a touch. Can I go under here? No, but they can. Drat. Don't know if there's any significance to breaking these statues, but they look there to be broken. Maybe it was the food within? Oh yeah, I did see the Hollow House, and that was the moment that I thought, wow, this game really is overflowing with content. Hang on, we got a crate down there. God knows what that is. Every 10 seconds, gain a stack of Phoenix Shield. Next damage taken is halved, becoming vulnerable. Meh. Give me my BL books again. Increase speed, leave burning fire. Ooh, yeah. I like that. Could probably drill some lewd things with it. Just a bandage. Increase max hit points after being hit. Ooh. But I will not. Let's just get this sword to be pretty damn good. I imagine main characters' weapons are unique and probably don't have collabs of their own. And instead they get to enjoy the sticker system, I think it was. This fire is doing anti-damage. So this must be a reference to something, just looks like mimes running around with onigiri heads. What could it all mean? I wonder if the sword doesn't hit units that are really close to me. Yeah, there we go. Right, glow stick. Do we know anything about your collab? We do not. It's got that Vampire Survivor issue of no idea what the combinations are. They don't vary at all, so why hide that? I don't know. In you go. Am I being slandered here as I go away and pick up dinner? A safe assumption, Ninja. Might as well grab the axe, work on the collab there. The axe and book collab seems really good, if nothing else, just to make sure that the books are always there. Yeah, okay, dancing face guy is there again. Achievement worthy, apparently. I was told there is a wiki page that explains all the references, but I think I'm just happier not knowing them. Reminds me of picking up weird Japanese games that I'd never heard of before, not understanding what's going on, and that's fine. Don't need to understand something to have fun with it. How is Pathologic a punishment game? Pathologic is awful, going by the fact that Pathologic 2 was awful. Just because it's a Russian darling game for you, and make it good. Of course, that's based on very little experience with the game. I'd rather keep it very little. I didn't realize it was on the punishment list, so it was a very unfortunate and rude awakening. I've already got the glow sticks, let's grab it. Maybe we'll find a collab for them. Ugh, spider cooking. I thought in Vampire Survivors the chests don't give you new items, they only give you upgrades, but I could be mistaken. What is a VTuber? Trying to think of the most basic terms to put it in. It's when you use an animated avatar for your video production. I mean, they don't have to be wee girls, they don't have to be anime. They just all seem to be. You're already maxed out. Let's work on those books. More books, more better. I don't think I ever figured out your special ability. What is it? I wouldn't say it's doing a ton of damage, but I think it's keeping everything away from me rather nicely, especially these things. Yeah, something this game and Vampire Survivor have, which I rather like, are pickups like that. And it's something we're going to find quite lacking elsewhere. Damage of weapon up, yes please. So if I swap you out, then I can use you to strengthen. And just like that, my sword becomes 20% stronger. And then weird head and neck thing with very low details. Taken out. Sure, I got the space for it. Oh, I was wondering what that noise was. I think I'm being targeted. Marked for destruction. There are also skills that you pick up. Don't know what the limit is on those. But I do like the fact that when you pick up, or when you level up and are given these options, they do tell you what they are. That's something Vampire Survivor does not do. And when you are limited in your passives and your weapon slots, it seems important. Why is L'Oreal a weapon? Each character has 3 skills with 3 levels each, yeah. It's not a question of what is it, it's a question of why do you not get that. There's clearly blank slots that show you the amount of weapon slots and such that you get. Reduce special cooldown. I guess the special is my Phoenix thing. Couldn't be bad, right? Hell, we can use it right now! Very cool. BL is maxed. Get that axe up. Get a collab going. Easy money. Good heavens, those things are sturdy, are they not? You especially want the skills in this character. She can face tank with them. Oh, we're not seeing it now. But surely this isn't about optimal play, it's about fun play. Again with the new item. Which just a little bit of input, using the specials and aiming your attacks instantly makes this feel so much better than Vampire Survivors. Whilst Vampire Survivors is a very inexpensive game, this game is the most inexpensive. Practically paid to play it. Functionally paid to play it. Avoiding weapons again. I didn't see a good option. This must be the other skill. But let's go with the glow sticks. I'm not their biggest fan. They seem just like the cross in Vampire Survivor. Oh, that was mistimed. I thought they'd come a little faster than they did. They're coming. I rather like the fan beam. It had what looked like infinite piercing. Well, that depends on the music, Acronymous. I don't know if any of the music here is DMCA'd or what. Guess we'll find out soon enough. What the hell is that? Surely with my affinity to fire, that's no problem. Oh, right, these fire things are not friendly. They are remarkably unfriendly. Alright, have at then. What does this feel like? I feel like there's another game in my head. What is this? Weapon hits have 10% chance to stun enemies. You know what? Let's just use you to strengthen my attack up. That look for the large, almost out-of-placidly level pixely characters. I feel like it's coming from somewhere. Is it Parodius? Let's max out those glow sticks while we're at it. Maybe we'll find the glow stick collab. Don't know what it would be though. Yeah, Nemiblav, I don't know why so many people thought it would be victory for Vampire Survivors. But if you knowingly put lose, then good job you. That was the right choice to make. Alright, let's get collabing. Actually, could I choose... Okay, ooh, ooh. Okay, no, collab isn't available. Damn. What a shame. Alright, Endless BL, let's go. Boku no Pico all day, every day. Attack size, I rather like that. Let's have a swap, and then strengthen. And now we have a large area doing even more damage with our sword. There we go. And fan beam. Although, I think compared to all the other games, this game does not do so well on screen clutter. Wish I could explain why. Maybe it's the lack of outlining on all the everything on screen. Love the movement animation of the character here as well. So much better than Vampire Survivors. Even though I did really like the old man Poe. 20% chance to reduce blah 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 blah. That sounds like strength and fodder to me. Fan beam go. At what level does it go? Both sides. If Jake played Gollum, he'll love King Kong. I did both of them. Both of them were punishment game. Nope, one of them was a dictator. The other was a punishment game. Grim times had by me. Burn. I don't know if that was an extra 35% cooldown reduction or just the cooldown reduction goes away, but I'm starting to have real problems melting things around me. Don't worry, just keep the faith. If only there was a skill that would give you up to 40% attack speed. If only. Genuinely don't know what skill you might be referring to. Probably one I've been overlooking this whole time. But I don't want to spend ages humming and hoeing over every upgrade, it's really flow breaking. See it, like it, take it, get a move on. Or to put it another way, kill and keep moving. Ah yes, here we go. Max out that beam. Who knows, it might have a collab. I certainly don't know. Might have a collab? Hey, there we go. Fire sticks. Throw glow sticks that explode. I can get behind that. Oh, jeez. I don't actually know what happened there, I just suddenly died. Probably what happens when you stop and look at the glow sticks for too long, but too bad for me. How long do these levels last anyway? That was 14 minutes. Vampire Survivors 30 minutes. Anyway, long story short, I think this game's pretty good, and it's certainly an improvement over Vampire Survivors. It's not without its downsides, but hey, it's free. And perhaps we can... let's take my favourite character so far, Watson. You've even got this chill out hub area where your other favourite VTubers pop in and do stuff. There's a fishing minigame. Amazing. And we can get fish to cook up. And get ourselves even more bonuses. This is so awesome. Like, how did they put so much into a game that's free? Who paid for this? Who bankrolled this? And it looks like they're working on adding even more. Heavens knows. Ami has a special skill. At max level, all your attacks have a percentage chance to insta-kill. Cool. We also have a house that we can deal with Animal Crossing style, I think. Who are you? Okay, well, you love me, apparently. Yeah, there we go. We can build things. I can build, well, nothing, because I don't think I bought anything. It's just pretty amazing. The Dave the Diver of Vampire Survivor clones, perhaps. In any case, I'm here to kill and keep moving, even with these games, so we're going to move on to... let's go 20 minutes till dawn after this, but I need to take a quick water break. I will be back in mere moments. Right, there we go. Some wealthy streamers tried to bankroll him I assume being the developer of HoloCure, and got denied. Well, that's probably for the better. We've all had that highly anticipated Aero game only to find out that some big, fat, greasy Chinese guy dumps loads of money on it, with a caveat that the game becomes Neterare focused. Truly the greatest of pains. Right, let's get away from HoloCure and try out what has so far been my favourite Vampire Survivor clone. Apologies for the incredibly poorly made transition here, but I didn't have this already ahead of time. 20 minutes till dawn. Apparently one viewer on Steam already. Okay, let's do it then. It's also apparently 20% too loud. Easily sorted. What a weird incrementation. Even that still feels too loud, doesn't it? Absolutely keeping camera shake off, though. What kind of monster plays these games with camera shake on? At the risk of the music and sound effects both being too much, let's go with that. Let's just jump straight in and make sure things look and sound okay. Just grab standard character, standard everything. Okay, do let me know if that looks and sounds okay. Suspicion is that perhaps it still might be a little loud on the sound effects. Might be a little loud on the everything. Sounds fine to me, says Zingus. Why trust Zingus when we can not and put it down to 25% anyway? It does seem kind of loud on my end. Right, let's get out of here and try it proper. Get ourselves to main menu, and what should we do? Should we do it normally or max things out? When I picked up this game, I then played it for 8 hours straight, only stopping to have lunch. It was that absorbing to me. Let's max it out then. Which means I have to choose upgrades here. Fine. Summons, kills, big piercing damage. Glyphs, half hit points, but better everything. Yeah, glass cannon me up. Damage, burn, freeze. I think I'll go burn, freeze. There's a lot of different cool synergies with this game, even though compared to the others, I think this one is very much lacking in content. Even so, I like what I see. So. We have a lot of characters. I don't think they have any real story behind them, and that's fine by me. In a sense, that's the way that I can play HoloCure. Don't know the story, don't care, just pretend there isn't one. But who dare we play as? I think I'll just go with Diamond. A lot of them have cool, nuanced stuff, but let's just start out nice and vanilla with Diamond. What I really like is that you pick your gun, and straight away you're starting to think out your synergies. Revolver, shotgun, crossbow, flame, SMGs, bat gun. How do you have all the unlocks, Jake? Well, it's certainly not because I played it a lot. It's because I went into the game files and unlocked all... I unlocked all the difficulty settings. I didn't unlock the characters or the guns or anything, but they were very trivial because you spend a very small amount of the currency in-game to unlock them. So I find it hard-pressed to dislike the game for the meta progression, at least. I love the grenade launcher, but let's go with the dual SMGs. Standard mode, difficulty, we'll go maximum. I might regret that, but we shall see. And there are only 3 levels, which is very disheartening. The forest is an infinite scroll area, just like the standard forest in Vampire Survivors. The temple is an arena, completely locked off on all sides, and the pumpkin patch, I think, is like the library in Vampire Survivors, extends out in all directions. And in such a situation, I generally always prefer the infinite scrolling area, so let's go forest, and let's do it, and let's hope I can remember how to play. It's been days. Move around, aim, although there is also a toggle for auto-aim. Very nice, so you don't even have to aim manually if you don't want to, and there are situations where you want to do both. And on top of that, the reloading is done either when you run out of ammo or if you stop shooting, if and only if you have auto reload on. And again, I think there are situations where you would want either, but given that we have a long reload, let's have it off. Let's go! So this game, I love how visceral it feels. It looks okay to good, sounds nice, but with a very limited selection of music. But all in all, I really freaking like the upgrade choices. Again, it gives you the limited selection, and with the upgrades, but it shows you the upgrades and what they do. And on top of that, you can check all the synergies from the very start. None of this blind fumbling. And you very quickly try and figure out what your build is going to be. I like the color palette and the lack thereof. Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. So we've got SMGs, fast firing, low damage, long reload. So what are we going to work with there? This game also has two different kinds of damage that I'm aware of. There's summons and guns. They both take different bonuses but can synergize in different ways. I figure if I have a pretty damn fast firing gun, why not make it even faster? Have the bullets bounce. If I can do a synergy with Siege, I should be able to win just by standing still. So we're going to go with rapid firing. You can ignore the gunplay altogether and just go with summons. Don't want to, though. And straight away, this just feels so much more proactive than Vampire Survivors, and I do like that a lot. It's got the similar thing to Garlic Breath here, Glare, so enemies within your vision range take damage, but there are other synergies with vision range. Frost Mage, make my bullets freeze enemies. But no, I need reload rate, because this gun takes it forever and a day to reload. Also, there's no health bar, there are health hearts in the top. So you're not going to take little bits of damage here and there. It's big, meaningful moments when you get hit. So don't get hit. I do have this set to max difficulty though, so no guarantees this is going to go well. Maybe I should get a summon then. Although spread down and bullet speed sounds good. If I get that, we can then go for faster bullets, more damage, auto kills. Yeah, you know, I'm never a big fan of that one altogether. Spears, curse, lightning. Ooh, lightning. Lightning has some devilish synergies, but this is divine lightning. I'll take the magic spears. So this is a summon. Very passive. They go out and do the attacking for you. So if you want the Vampire Survivor experience of just running around not shooting or not doing anything active, go all summons and you'll have a good time. I do not, however. I want to shoot things. Glare, fresh clip, reload rate, more damage after reloading. Yes, definitely with this setup, I plan on going a lot more gun than summon. But of course, you don't get to choose all the upgrades you get. I might have my hand forced a little bit. The color palette is gorgeous, but I think it has shortcomings in places. For one, your summons share the same color palette as your enemies, so telling between your summon returning to you and the enemies attacking you can be a pain. Hostile projectiles are red, but sometimes your own projectiles turn red, and that just becomes, oh, scary stuff. I think I'm going to work on an electric synergy here. Every second shot, and we shoot a lot of times, calls down lightning. but it can synergize into lightning, possibly refilling ammo. And I think with that information alone, you can see where the synergy is going to lie. We don't have that ammo yet, but we're going to pray to find that as a level up pickup. That sudden burst of firing speed comes from causing freeze or burn 50 times. Gives me, I think, 5 seconds of 50% faster shoot rate. There it is. Already. Sweet. Gib. So you can see ammo in the top right. And every time we call down lightning, there's a 30% chance that we gain a few bullets back. And with the reload being as long as it is on this gun, the less time we spend reloading, the happier we're going to be. Sometimes I even gain ammo whilst reloading, meaning I can cancel out of my reload and shoot some more. Double shot. Yes. Yes! Double the double shot, because we're already wielding dual SMGs. Might seem nice, but we already have some big weaknesses here. The agonizing reload. And the fact that this is very single target, there's no penetration. So we gotta work on these things. Even the great and powerful Jake mixes up left and right. Yeah, it's in top left. I probably said right then. Shame on me. When shooting your last ammo, shoot in a circle. I am working on a build that has no last ammo, which even makes armed and ready unpleasant. Do I want power shot? Splintering into more bullets, better piercing, bullet, yeah, I think we do. Much as I'd like armed and ready. But I might want to consider those because of the synergies. The UX for this is pretty terrible because it tells you the names of things, but you don't see the icon for them. And then over here, what you do have, you see the icon for and not the name for. So, big thumbs down there. Stand your ground with Siege and Fusillade, though. Double, well, +2 projectiles and better fire rate, but move speed goes down. That's amazing, it synergizes with Siege. Oh well. Let's get out of here and keep shooting. So we've got the usual easy early game schmucks here, but don't be fooled, they do get stronger as time goes on. It doesn't show you their health, but they end up having more health the later things go on. That was a very rude awakening when playing this, and I discovered, oh, this thing that killed them by the dozens no longer kills them at all. There we go. Right, Gib. When you get the chests, you get a character-specific skill. Also, which one is selected right now? Take or leave? When hit point is at or below half, increase piercing by 2. Oh, hell yes. I don't know if... No, well, no, we're at 5 out of 7. That's not great, but if it ever goes down, we'll be happier. All of these are fresh skills, I think. Magic Scythe is another summon, but I'm trying to focus on bullets here. I might go Frost Mage because we have synergy with setting things on fire and freeze. So yeah, Frost Mage it is. Works especially well given the amount of shooting that we do. And again, every 50 times we freeze or burn someone, we get a boost of fire rate. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That reload time is prohibitive. How many VS clones do you have prepared? Including Vampire Survivors itself, I think I had 5. So I got 2 more after this. And who knows, we might find more. I don't think split fire is all that great for me, but it's the best of the options. And it makes it more likely that I'm going to get Fusillade, and I want Fusillade. Give it to me. That reload time is abysmal, but I don't plan on fixing it. I think we can make do with having an abhorrent reload time. We just need to work on other things. I really like the look of this as well, the character running around and reloading. There's not a lot of frames to it, but I still like what I see. There's Fusillade. If we then get Siege, we suddenly have a working build. Choose is red on the level up screen, so red is selected. I think white is selected, actually. Look at that. White is the selected option. Anyway, that's a very, very bad way to do option selection. Doubly so if it scrolls from bottom to top after hitting the bottom. And vice versa, of course. Had games that do that and I'm just left paralyzed on an option because I have no idea what's selected. Okay. Our first boss arena. Armed and ready. No, I need rubber bullets because that is a precursor to getting Siege. Shooting when standing still has a 40% chance of not consuming ammo. I think you already know where this build is going. But I need to survive this thing, and it loves to lunge, and it has very little cooldown for it on high difficulty. Sweet buggery. Fortunately, I can freeze you in place, which is kind of my plan for you, although it's just a percentage proc chance, and it has a very much reduced effect on bosses. Please die. Ow! It ain't dying, but I am. Please get me Siege. This is not Siege, but it is Magnetism. I'll take that. I need you dead so badly. There we go. Alright, Tombs. These are big upgrades, which might synergize amazingly, or just be counter synergy. Movement speed down, max health down. Unpleasant. Fire rate, spread up, damage down, triple base ammo. Actually counter synergizes my plan. Reload rate up, bullet damage down. These are all bad for me. Huh. Oh jeez, they are all pretty bad. Okay. I might go Tomb of Speed because my max health is already really high. Yeah, let's go for it. It doesn't affect you when you're shooting, that's worth remembering. I am in dire need of Siege right now, because the reload moments are killing me. This is not Siege, but it is Big Shot. It's also light bullets for better fire speed, but kill chip's actually very useful until I get my other synergy going. We kill a lot and then we reload very quickly. But I have to take Big Shot. The damage is undeniable. So yeah, it's pretty good when we get our flurry going, but I am left powerless during reloading. We've also got enemies that are throwing projectiles now, so it really has become bullet hell. Not just in all but name. The speed was a great choice, by the way. Recharge is a pretty good idea. We pick up a lot of experience, and each chance gives us each one gives us a chance to reload ammo. And the pickup range increase is also welcome. because we're not always at liberty to run around and grab everything. Especially since we're not playing heavy on summons. If we were more summon heavy, we'd have a lot more things around us just cleaving a path through. But we're a lot more proactive. But that's how I like the game. I prefer guns over summons. It's kind of what sets this game apart, really. In my eyes, at least. Then again, I haven't played much of the other ones, have I? Only just picked up this genre a few days ago. There's Siege. Oh, hell yes. Come and get some. So now we have an amazing synergy for just standing still. But on top of that, we don't have to always stand still. We can shoot a lot, move, pick up some experience, and that has a good chance of refilling our ammo anyway, so even though our reload speed is cataclysmically bad, and we have had options to fix it, I just took other decisions, we're working towards a build where we don't have to reload. Generator. When you gain ammo, gain fire speed. Yes! We are gaining ammo a lot of times. Every time we hit with electricity, and 1 in every 10 times that we... well, not every time, but practically every time we hit with electricity, and 1 in every 10 XP pickups. So that's pretty much just you shoot faster. Not done yet, though. I really, really want the synergy. I have Fusillade. I have Siege. Now I'm looking for Stand Your Ground, which will slow me down, but will make me a whole lot better at killing. This is going real bad, though. I just keep getting surrounded. Speed's a bad build, though, right? I need bullet penetration really badly, too. Won't get anything if I don't get my experience, though. Magic Lens I do not like. I don't like any of these options, but we're going to go Pyromage because we have a synergy with Burning. Yeah, the idea is that the speed buff will offset that. Come get some, you ugly bastards! It's not good, though. They are closing in on me way too much. For God's sake, I need Stand Your Ground. Okay, level 20 gives you an upgrade specific for the gun that you have. Bullets have a 10% chance of inflicting frozen. Every 10th shot gives lightning strikes. Oh, we have lightning synergy big time, so that's good. Bullets have a 20% chance to burn. We actually have synergies with all of these, but Flash Mag is our best one. Every 10th shot calling down lightning, and lightning having a chance to reload our gun, and when we stand still, 40% chance of not expending ammo. Too close for comfort. Where's my Stand Your Ground? Also need bullet penetration badly. And come to think of it, more bullet damage, because this dual SMGs, although it fires fast, doesn't fire that hard. Easy does it, though. Ugh, fanfire is not what I need. Kill chip is tempting. It will sort my current problem. Yeah, I'll go with that. Every kill I get gives me faster reload. And since we kill a lot, there we go, that's a fast reload. I didn't want to take that, but my hand was forced. My ideal build is that I don't need to reload at all, but we have to survive long enough to get that build. And now we've got some pretty beastly minions coming, these weird sucky leech things on wings. I don't know if different enemies give more or less experience, though. Fire rate and bullet speed. Or maybe gain soul hearts. If I take that, I'll be able to essentially deal 30% more damage thanks to soul powered. there is the Scythe, but the Scythe is a summon which we're not focused on. I think the Ghost Friend is a waste of time, but maybe there's a use for him. Light bullets will at least get this whole thing off of my upgrades list. The fire rate is actually worth getting anyway, so I'll take that. With our build, that's essentially 15% more DPS. You could do a whole lot worse with an upgrade. So there we go, thanks to the killing upgrade there, the kill chip, our reload speed has become so much faster. Pretty comparable with a fast reload gun, which the dual SMGs are absolutely not by default. How do you heal in this? Heal? Check this freaking casual Vampire Survivor player. No, there are ways to heal, but you're not going to be picking up cheeseburgers around here or wall meat. There are perks that allow you to heal. By vanilla, you are out of options. The meta progression in this game does allow something that lets you periodically heal. And on top of that, you might notice that I have a protective orb around me. I start out with Holy Shield, which is much like the Laurel that you'd see in Vampire Survivors. Functionally identical, I'd even say. Easy now, I'm feeling the DPS race, and I'm feeling my loss on the DPS race. I also want to circle around and grab EXP that I've been missing out on. Oh, far less of it than I thought. Alright then. Who wants to have a little? I gotta kill that boss, need upgrades. The auto-target always targets the closest enemy. I don't always want that, but it depends on the guns. With SMG, I'm usually happy with auto-target, because if anything sneaks up on you, you immediately just blitz them. But with something like the grenade launcher, no, I want to target, thank you very much. Frostbite's pretty good. Actually, it's the best thing we've got here, so Frostbite it is. There are also the Soul Hearts that were mentioned in a previous upgrade. Those are an extra level of health that you get. They're not your main health, but they act as a buffer, I suppose. Okay, whew, can't believe I threaded the needle and all of that. Increase bullet damage and bullet size permanently every time you heal. There's only 7 minutes left on the clock. There's not a lot of healing opportunities, but we shall take it. An unfortunate thing about this game is that it only lasts 20 minutes, which is kind of sad. You get to a point where you want to play more, but game says no. There is an endless mode, and I've never played the endless mode. But from what I read on the developer's latest post about the game, he intends on removing it because he thinks it's not fun and unbalanced. I'm sure that'll make some people quite unhappy. I don't have a dog in that fight, though. Bye-bye, Holy Shield. Oh god, bye-bye me at this rate. We gotta get out of here. I certainly lack a lot of support things. I need some synergies with my Holy Shield. I need some better pickups. And I need some things to increase my DPS. However, why do I still not get stand my ground? That's what I really need. I will take Holy Spear, I think. It's the best DPS boost that I've got here. Oh god. Big downside in this game is that its controller support is kind of lacking. Sometimes I find that my fire button just stops working and I have to hit a different fire button. You can imagine how not fun that is in the heat of the moment. That's why I was standing around like a pillock in the center there moments ago. Yeah, Holy Shield is the closest thing you'll get to armor here. And it's not entirely defensive. I think even the pure defensive options all have an element of this synergizes for more DPS. So I don't think this game has any noob traps. I don't feel like it did. Oh, there's a way to heal. Every 500 kills with summons, not with bullets, gives you a soul heart, but you can only have up to 3. Ugh, the options here are grim. I'll take watch and learn just so I can pick up better. At least that synergizes with regaining ammo. But I need more DPS, or well, more anything on my gun. Some lightning DPS would actually be quite welcome. We've not been getting the upgrades that we're after. And one of the things about higher difficulty is that you get less experience. So, you know, at this point, it wouldn't be unusual to be level 35 or 40, but I am not at those levels. And now we got another boss to deal with. Try and clean the area up a bit first. Call down lightning every second is not worth it. That doesn't do anything close to what my other lightning synergy does. They're all pretty bad, actually. Terrible. Terrible choices. Intense burn will unlock soothing warmth and fire starter, which... well, not fire starter, but it does the other one. I'll take it. We do a little bit of burning. And now I'm wondering about stand your ground. I definitely have siege and Fusilhad, but this just hasn't shown up in my options. It's a sad day to be Diamond, which is the lassie that we're playing as. I think he only plays lassies in this game, but the starting character is very androgynous, so can't tell. God, it feels so good to just unload on a boss in this game. We also can be getting the penetration upgrades now. That would be huge. Just one bit of penetration would essentially double my DPS. Oh, this boss should be long dead by now, but it isn't. Very, very bad signs for my killing powers. And now there's another boss. No special abilities I can call down here. No siree. Whew. It's getting spicy. Reaper rounds, piercing +1, hell yes. Also pierces dead enemies. Gib, this should be a game changer. Oh god! He says immediately getting murked. Alright, boss is dead. Just need to pick up. And for everyone else to go away and die! Okay, there we go. You keep refusing take aim, which leads to pierce, Jake, saying it's useless. Is that right? Increase fire rate permanently every time you get hit. Well, at this rate I am certainly going to be getting hit, so Gib. That would synergize amazing with some healing. Time to stop auto-aim. No, auto-aim was the thing that was stopping enemies from creeping up on my butt and killing me. Electro bugs, a waste of time. Curse might be good. Yes, take Curse. Cursed enemies take Mondo damage. Electro, no. All damage is increased by bonuses to your move speed. Yes, we already have a big boost to move speed, so that's good. Increased burn damage, lightning damage, and freeze duration. Ooh, tough call. But it's going to be Tomb of Wind because that's going to improve all damage. I know it says decreased by 15%, but we have a 50% move speed boost. Now if I could just bleeding fine stand your ground. Which, with that move speed thing, I might not actually want. Oh, there it... Oh, no, that's not it. When you freeze, you also burn. I might not want that. Take aiming does unlock the piercing, you're right. I should go for that, try and get another bit of piercing. But yeah, just with that upgrade that we got, suddenly it's looking a whole lot better for cleaving a path. There we go. Stand your ground. Fire rate up, projectiles up, move speed down. Now, move speed down is a bit of counter synergy, especially when I'm looking at 20% move speed up right here. I might actually prefer haste, but 2 extra projectiles? How could I say no? I actually want spread with this. I do feel a lot slower with it, but that's okay. And there's our piercing yet more. I think we've got our endgame build when the boss shows up. And the boss shows up in a minute, so that's good. Enemies affected by freeze explode when killed. We do freeze a lot. But I'm actually going to take the soul shield. Because at this point, I have a working build for damage, now I need some survivability. Notably, I've already lost my holy shield. It takes a minute and a half to come back, and a minute and a half feels like an eternity around here. Oh, there it is. I would have loved to get the the holy shield synergy, but I don't think it's shown up even once. Holy Arts, Splinter. I was looking at Splinter. Let's do it. It's nice when dead enemies beget more dead enemies. Although Splinter's a whole lot better with a better gun. This is one of the weakest guns in the game per bullet. You'd rather have your enemies explode with arrow or crossbow bolts or grenade launcher attacks. Shotgun would also be a poor choice. Fire starter. No, I'm going to take haste. Movement speed. Might seem, oh, movement speed, what a noob trap, but that's actually 20% more DPS altogether for me. And nicely counters the stand your ground debuff that we got. Yeah, exactly, wings. And now we're starting to catch up on the levels that we were feeling rather anemic on. So, of the 3 games so far, this one stands head and shoulders above the others. I just love the feeling of the combat in this. Soul powered, 20% more DPS? Or 10% on everything? Nah, blazing speed kinda sucks. Soul powered will become useless if I lose my soul hearts, but I'd have to really mess up to take 3 hits pretty close together. That said, I've got a synergy for taking damage. Every bit of damage gives me some 10% better, I think it was fire speed and bullet size. But yeah, it feels good to be a monster at this point after starting out so crummy. I suppose that is inherent for the genre. Okay. Wait, where's the end boss? Huh. There's meant to be a bunch of bosses at the very end that come and ruin your day, but they didn't show up. So either they died off screen, or for whatever reason just didn't appear. Yeah, nice boss, very nice boss. Alright, I want to do that again, but with a different gun. And this time I'm going to let chat choose. Although I think we have to go quick to main menu. I would ask which girl to play. Also, does that look like a man or a woman to you? That's quite the angled jawline for a woman, but a very soft face for a man. Hard to tell with anime style anyway. That's a lady. Okay. Oh, I suppose the name Shanna might be a bit of a giveaway as well. Diamond, Scarlet, Hina, Spark, Lilith, Haster. I think we'll largely go summons, so... I'm thinking... We'll go Lilith then. Lilith is very heavy on summons. But my question to you, chat, is what gun do we use? A revolver, a shotgun, a crossbow, flame cannon, dual SMGs, bat gun, watering gun, salvo knife, cyclone sword, magic bow, or grenade launcher? Actually, I've already 15'd with grenade launcher, so let's say no grenade launching. And grenade launching is very much not a summons weapon as well. It is a, here's your grenade launcher, build everything around it weapon. The knife or the bat gun? Water, knife, water, water. There's a lot of love for the water gun. I'm not going to use the watering gun because it's not very fun to use. You get a plant that orbits you and you keep shooting the plant and the plant does all the attacking. And it's more annoying than anything else. You're just running around constantly shooting a single target, which is unenjoyable. There's a lot of love for the bat gun though, so let's go bat gun. The bat gun is unique in that its projectiles are bullets and summons, meaning they're going to synergize with both bullets and summon, well, synergies. There are plenty of them. But as a gun, it really freaking sucks, so that's the downside. And since we already did the forest, I guess we'll do another place, maybe Pumpkin Patch. I don't really like the temple. Pumpkin Patch is at least like the library. Do I want to change out any of my runes, though? Again, it's so hard to tell what I'm selecting here. There we go, runes. Bullets have a chance to burn or freeze. Yeah, it's still okay. The synergy with burning and freezing, also yes. Start the game at half health could be very dangerous, but I'm sure we'll get it back. Every third shot has infinite piercing and double bullet size. I think we'll just stick with that. The shield things are far more interesting. Vision range and pickup. Yes. Speeding up when picking up things is really good for hoovering up all the EXP. Dodge chance, I think, is a chance to just ignore incoming damage. Never have used it. Seismic wards, yeah, nah. Healing items for every 1500th enemy. Can be reduced to just every 1000th enemy. But I like starting with Holy Shield, that's one fewer level up that you need. Growth healing or soul hearts. I might go with soul hearts because that could work with the soul heart synergy. Also, windshield blocks projectiles, shouldn't be a problem. Alright, Lilith, bat gun, max difficulty, pumpkin patch. Let's go. Alright, so bat gun. Look at it go. Fires bats. But Lilith's special thing is that... Oh god, she's slow when firing. Special thing is that when we kill enemies, they turn into summons themselves, which then run into the other enemies and deal a little bit of damage. That means that she is very good for summon synergies. Although I haven't even leveled up once. Come on now. Pumpkins are scarily fast here. That doesn't mean I want Ghost Friend. So you essentially have a thing that constantly fires for a paltry 8 damage. Then he could do Burn. Then he shoots twice, and then he shoots faster. it's just an auto-firing kind of crummy gun, so I'm not sold on him. I do like magnetism. Do I want haste? Bullet damage and move speed, as long as you don't get hit. Tempting. I do not like smiting. Smiting doesn't do that much damage. It has an AoE, but it's not huge. The synergies are pretty nice with smiting in that you kill enough with smite and you gain healing and, I believe, max hit points? Yeah. Poor choices, truly. I'm gonna go with haste. Get the wings early. So there's the thing, your friendly summons here have the same color palette as the enemies, and that is so off-putting. Now, Magic Spear affords us a certain kind of build, I think. No, I must be thinking of something else entirely. Even so, I might take the Magic Spear because I want to go heavy on summons, but there's also Arrow Magic. Unlike the Magic Spear, Arrow will eventually give me better speed. Let's go with the Arrow. At least the bat gun is seeking, so as long as you're always firing it, you're always going to be generally dealing DPS. Are there plans to finish House of Da Vinci? Yeah, I'm going to finish it this week. Somehow. Because I need to have all my ongoing campaigns finished before Dominions comes out, or else I'll be in trouble. Okay, poor Lily here is just too darn slow, even with this wings pickup. Windborne, movement speed up, immediately getting that. However, run and gun's really good. Windborne is overall better speed, but run and gun allows me to continue to fire my weapon without taking much of a speed penalty. And given this gun is seeking, I always want to be firing it. There's seldom a wasted shot with the bat gun. Oh yeah, another thing I really like about this game, you're very quickly getting synergies online. And you don't have to do any guesswork, it's already telling you what's available. The Magic Scythe still doesn't give me what I thought it gave. I might want it anyway, though. But I have the Storm impacts my Gale. But Frost Mage synergizes with my Ice stuff. Let's take Eye of the Storm. I've never gone heavy on the wind magic before. Also gives me discount Garlic Breath. What are the odds that Dominion 6 sucks? Pretty low, but it's there. I don't know why they made your friendly summons the same color as the enemies, it's so off-putting. Fire rate up is really good. However, in the wind, speeds me up and my fire rate. Yeah, for example, I thought those spooky-looking ghosts were friendly. They're not at all. Because I've got my little ghosty things that are friendly. I'm tempted by fire rate, I'm tempted a lot by fire rate, I'm taking fire rate. The more Batamerangs we have on screen, the better. Although they instantly expire on collision. Yeah, 17th of January, it's right around the corner, not even a week away. Something that does hold this game back, though, is the lack of enemy variety. We're 3 minutes in and we're still just fighting pumpkin heads. Increase reloads rate and move speed when you have the Holy Shield active, which I do. Much as I would like light bullets, we're going more on summons than anything else, and move speed will help with that. Although I suppose this gun is a summon. Alright, first boss. I'm not very good at DPS right now, but that's okay. Remember, Lilith's special is that enemies that we kill turn into ghosts that then fight for us, and I'm looking for a synergy for that. There's actually a very specific synergy that makes Lilith incredibly strong, but I think I need to take another explicit summon in order to unlock it, and that would be either the spears, the scythe, or the friendly ghost. Summon damage and attack speed up. Yes. More soul shields. Yes. It's the best of a not particularly great choice, I think, there. Have you seen the enemy variety in Vampire Survivors, though? I'm under the impression that it's pretty big. Probably see more enemy variety in one level in Vampire Survivors than you see in this whole game. I'm already liking run and gun. It's allowing me to keep shooting whilst hoovering up all these goodies. Double shot, amazing. However... yeah, I can't say no to that. Makes this gun horrendous to aim because it shoots anywhere but where we're aiming. But remember, the more of these we have on the screen, the happier I'm going to be, especially when I get the AoE synergy online for my summons. But again, I need to get a summon. Ideally, I'd like to get the Scythe. The Scythe will generally be protection for me. It'll be like the BL books or the Bibles from HoloCure and Vampire Survivor, respectively. I did not want the spears, I wanted the scythe. Will I ignore that? I will... Blazing speed sucks, man. Do I already have In the Wind? I think I do. At least this would finish off all of these. I'll take Blazing Speed then. I think Blazing Speed is probably the weakest thing in the game. It puts out this little particle effect around me that inflicts burn, but burn is also really weak, so... yeah, you're not doing yourself any real favors getting Blazing Speed. And 10% move speed ain't all that. I already regret the choice. I should have taken the spears. Spears aren't great, but at least they're something. And now comes the real problem. I severely lack DPS, and the bosses have at least double health on max difficulty settings. It even says that they do extra damage, but I haven't noticed that. Maybe I was getting hit for 2 health damage each time I got hit by that thing before. But the advantage I have is that I've got speed boosts. You know, those wings I was told not to get all the time. And at least that means I can run circles around the boss, whilst my army of summons is taking care of enemies before they even spawn. Ugh, it's again affording me magic spear. I am going to take it. I don't want it, but it's mine now. Just having an explicit summon should afford me the synergy that I'm looking for. Because I don't think the summon boost path is available until you have at least one explicit summon. Tomb of Power, piercing up. Yes, yes, I would like that a lot. All damage is increased by move speed. I have a lot of move speed. That's really good. Yes. Yes. What's wrong with the spear? The spear is perfectly good, but I would prefer to have the scythe. The scythe would protect me from things that come close to me and hit me unawares. The spear is more like pick out a random target and then go and thrust towards it. And given that I'm doing a lot of running around and constantly shooting in no particular direction, I would I still shooting? Maybe. Oh god. Yeah, I'd prefer to have a summon that's a bit more defensive. Magic Spear gets stronger for each max hit points. Wow, I don't have a ton of them, do I? Shooting at last ammo, shooting a circle. I might actually take that. Fanfire. It's a lot of extra summons out of nowhere. Rat-a-tat-a-tat. Not the best gun for it, but it's a gun for it. Turned on auto-aim now. I don't think it particularly matters where I aim anymore. Gain Soul Heart. Increase max limit of Soul Hearts by 2. You know what? I'm going to take that, because there's a good synergy for Soul Hearts, although, now that I think about it, I don't think it applies to summons. I think it only applies to bullets, but I think there's also an upgrade that you get that makes your bullet damage apply to summons, so if I stack both of those, my summons are going to end up doing very nice damage. He says, taking another hit. I don't even know what from, but it's hard to tell because my summons look like the enemies. Movement speed up even more, or projectiles up even more. Goodness, these are some good choices. Fusillade. Now look at him go. Very busy screen though, but this is a... Lilith does this and Batgun does this, so having both on the same character makes things awkward. It's okay though, I can handle awkward. Well, we'll find out in 12 minutes. Ghost Friend? Don't want Ghost Friend. Do want Soul Drain, I think. If I can get Soul Drain plus something that gives me extra boosts whenever I take damage, then I should be able to sustain myself very well, because everything is a summon for me right now. My bullets are summons, the enemies die and turn into summons, the spears are summons. I think the only thing that I deal damage with that is not a summon is burn damage, which barely ever procs because I didn't take any upgrades for it. I could if I took Pyromage. I'm gonna take Windborne. After all, more speed, more better for us, because speed translates directly to damage on everything. And suddenly these Batamerangs are doing good damage. I think they're doing 98 damage on hit. I swear I saw someone take 280 damage in one hit there. And these are poor options. Maybe I'll take Ghost Friend, just so we can have a look at him. I don't know if his bullets count as bullets or summons, but there he is. Really, I kind of wasted a level up on grabbing a little mascot. He does not do much. But maybe there are Ghost Friend builds that work out really well. It's just beyond me. Trainer. Yes, now we're working on summon upgrades. I don't think this was available until I got a summon. What is it that I specifically want, though? Oh, these are not actually what I'm after. Meaning I might take... Take aim is tempting to get penetration, lower my spread as well. But everything is a summon, so 30% DPS is just good. Alright, let's go. I've never been a big fan of the dragon. He takes 6 minutes to even appear, and there are a lot of bonuses that are very dragon-specific, so you're investing everything in this one guy who just belches out fire in random directions. But I haven't tried him on high difficulty before. Every 200th enemy killed drops a healing item. Tempting. Curse. Tempting. Curse damage increased by summon damage. That's nice. Burn. Okay, no burn for me. Either vampire or shadow. And I'm gonna go shadow, because it's more damage output. You'll see little skulls above cursed enemies. Truth be told, I don't 100% understand how curse works. I think a cursed enemy, when hit again, takes triple damage. But I could be wrong on that. Understandably, there's a bit much going on the screen for me to be able to tell. Now we're talking. This is what I want. Frenzy will unlock... Wait, this is still not getting me what I'm after. What is the upgrade I'm after? There's something that makes your summons pulse out with an AoE attack, and since I have summons all over the screen, I want that. But I can't remember what gives it. I thought it was under Frenzy. That said, Frenzy still is really good. All these nice summon boosts. But then there's Ghost Wizard looking kinda cool. We'll take Frenzy. Sadly, I don't think he gets a hat when you upgrade him. But it'd be nice if he did. At this rate, the summons beget more summons, because every enemy we kill turns into a summon. Electromage, Lightning Bug. I'm just trying desperately to remember which upgrade gets me the synergy I'm looking for. No, it's none of these. Damage effect from glare applies to the on-hit effect of your bullets. Dealing extra damage in an area of effect. I have a lot of bullets that go everywhere, but I need to specifically get that. I think I'll work towards it anyway. The initial vision upgrade is pathetic, but as is often the case, the first upgrades are the worst. But you can't choose what you get. Boy, I left behind a lot of experience here. My concentrated DPS is still garbage though, so I'm a little fearful when the bosses show up. Rubber bullets, bullet bounce, fire rate up, that's all good. Because again, our Batamerangs are summons and bullets. I don't think they last forever, though. Yeah, see some of them just disappear after a wee while. I suppose that's a way for the game to counter issues where there's nothing but projectiles on the screen. But from what I could tell, when you use the bow, there is no upper limit. The bow is special in that the projectiles stay on the screen, they land on the ground. And the act of reloading recalls all the arrows to you, so they hit again on their way back to you. Pretty cool. But if you get some really good synergies, you can end up having thousands of arrows lying around, and then when you eventually reload, you're going to get thousands of arrows all coming to your center point, killing pretty much everything. Okay, right, here's that boss problem I was talking about. Got a boss, hard time doing direct damage. I'm sure we're chipping away at him, but it's also very hard for me to tell where to move because the screen is just so full of clutter. Still, I'd rather this than have the grenade launcher right now. The grenade launcher does self-damage. If you're in the AoE, you get hit. And since this isn't a game with health bars, it's just health points, that can be very grim for you. Right. This is good. That's a lot of extra DPS. Whenever we kill an enemy, they turn into 2 summons, not 1. Is Vitality the one that gets what I'm thinking of? No, Vitality is all about sustainability. Extra fire is actually really good. Those magic spears will become unbelievably strong with this, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 soul hearts. That's a ton of extra damage. I can't say no to that, since I just said I needed extra targeting damage. So the spears should dissolve anything they come into contact with now. The game doesn't give you information on DPS per weapon that you've had, though, so it's hard to get good feedback on what is working and what is not. But honestly, there's not that many builds in the game. One thing this game is very sad compared to HoloCure and Vampire Survivors, there's not a lot of content in this. There are only 3 maps. There are, what, 11, 13, 15 characters? I do appreciate that they're all reasonably unique. They got unique abilities and unique upgrades with those abilities, so that's rather nice. And the weapons, I love them, but, you know, there's no item drops. There are very few maps. There's no secrets to explore. I'm grateful for the lack of meta progression, though. Max HP is different from the hearts. There's the magic scythe I've been wanting forever, though. I'm gonna take the magic scythe. I wanted it, and now I'll have it. The magic scythe gets faster with your speed upgrades, so look at that thing go. It would normally be a lot slower than that. Although I appreciate it's hard to see with all the everything on the screen. But I can't stop shooting because there are a lot of significantly chunkier enemies on the screen now. And my summon skulls only do 8 damage based on contact, so they're starting to fall off as a damage source. They scale a bit, but not nearly as well as many other things. And my gun has seen almost no upgrades. Sure, the firing speed's gone up, the reload speed is still abysmal, and there are no cool synergies like the siege or the stand your ground that we had previous. Although, I suppose I should be grateful that I can still move and shoot at a good speed. Something we were not able to do with Diamond, our previous character. Summon attacks have a chance to call down lightning. Yes, actually. It's not amazing, but it'll be something. We have a lot of summon attacks after all. Actually, given the lack of lightning attacks, that might have been a very poor choice. And we have no lightning synergies or damage boosts for it. I was going to suggest Death Must Die, but it's EA, so that's one of the problems with this genre. So many of the titles are in early access. And I reckon that's because when the success of Vampire Survivors were noticed, everyone rushed out to get their carbon copy clones out as soon as they could. Your summons have a 15% chance to instantly kill enemies, but not bosses. That is good, because my summons aren't doing enough damage, so I might as well have them hit enough times to kill. I think that's immediately having some nice benefit. I'm cleaving through these witches a whole lot better immediately. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Fire rate, ammo, curse. Let's get those gales upgraded a touch, shall we? They get boosted with move speed, as I recall, although I might be mistaken. I want to stay close so it's easier to target the enemy here, especially with a massive spread of my batarangs. But that does put me at risk of eating an immediate projectile to the face. There we go, squelch. Tome, bullet bounce, no. Max HP, no. Summon damage. Summon attack speed. Hell yes. Reload speed agonizingly slow though. Oh, that is bad. I should get some kind of pickup to alleviate that. Bullet damage, bullet knockback. Best friend! Aww. Ghost friend's attack speed is increased by your fire rate. But I did just say I need to counter that slow reload. Quick hands would help. Yes, that would get me out of sticky situations. Hopefully. So depending on if there's any desire to see another particular build or gun, I intend on moving on to the next game after this. But I do really like that. This experience is great. This is what I wanted out of Vampire Survivor, and now I'm getting it. Ooh, Siege. Siege good, but counters my move and shoot strategy. It's like Shadow Blade instead. I really don't want to do the watering gun, it's so bad. Oh, not that it's bad, but it's no fun to play. It's just 20 minutes of constantly targeting the same thing whilst dodging projectiles. It feels like playing Toho. Gain move speed for 1 second when an enemy dies. Hell yes, enemies are always dying. Especially with summons doing the killing for me, it means that reloading time doesn't give a downtime in my move speed. Glare effect on hit attacks, although I immediately regret taking that because I just saw the... how many soul hearts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. There was something that would boost 10% damage for each soul heart I have. I should have taken that. Only affects bullets, but I got a lot of bullets flying around here. Doubling the damage of my bullets, gotta be good. And it hasn't come back. Let's get that scythe to go even faster. I have got way too much health. This would have been great with a synergy that makes you more powerful every time you take damage. But I'm just so Speedy Gonzales that there is no damage to take. Maybe that's one of the things that this game doesn't have that Vampire Survivors and HoloCure does. You don't get surrounded so much in this. That's what I wanted. Pulsing summons. How did I not notice this before? I was even looking at these. Your summons deal 50 summon damage to nearby enemies every 2 seconds. Let's see that in action. All those green circles popping up. 50 AoE, which is increased by summon damage improvements. So, I just own the screen now. That is the synergy that I was looking for. And I think it's a game-winning synergy. As long as there's a lot of enemies. If there's just a few bosses, it becomes a problem. When you lose a soul heart, enemies lose 80% of their hit points. Nah, I'm not looking for that. Let's make our ghosty friend our best friend. He's really pelting out those pathetically low damage projectiles. Maybe there's an achievement for having Ghost Friend be your only summon. Or even just winning the game with Ghost Friend. Don't know how you could do that. You won't... There's no way you can start with Ghost Friend. Yet. The lovely thing about that 50 damage AoE on my summons is it doesn't spend the summon. Normally, the summoning ghost things that appear from dead enemies, they expire upon hit with an enemy, but now they don't. Summon attack speed up. Also inflicts burn. Go for it. My biggest weakness right now is my pathetic reload speed. Which of course is also a sign of the weakness of my low ammo capacity. And that is why bosses are going to be a problem for me. Of course there's only 50 seconds to go, and who knows, it might not spawn the end boss again. I don't know what happened there. Normally a boss just comes out and you've got to... He's got a weird counterattack thing where he just makes a lot of area of denial. We'll see if he appears this time. Split fire would be really good, actually. Yes. Extra shot coming out every time I pull the trigger, and that is often. Yes, I'm sure going to take armed and ready because my reload speed is so abysmal. Again, Siege is a counter synergy with my move speed, because Siege wants you to stand still. And if there's one thing Lilith here doesn't want to do, it's stand still. Alright, get out of here. Again! I have no idea why the boss is not spawning. Perhaps I'm just so good that he doesn't have time to spawn. Block off 2 more. So I guess another problem with this game is it's really, really easy. It doesn't take a lot to get a synergy online. And there's no curse rune that you can take to make your runs harder. I suppose you could turn off all these boosts. Not sure how much that would really do for you though, because these boosts are kind of paltry. Even maxed out, this is 15% pickup range. That momentum is actually good movement speed for when you pick up EXP. Yeah, boss clearly too terrified. So yeah, maximum difficulty runs and the game is still pish easy. But apparently there are more updates coming, and you know what? If there is a good update, I might come crawling back to this. More content, more difficulty, some more bleeding maps, pretty please, because only 3 is a bit sad. But that's 20 minutes till dawn. Despite those shortcomings, so far my favourite Vampire Survivor clone. I love its style, but more than anything, I love the feeling of the gameplay. The running and gunning feels so damn good. It's like you pump steroids into the original Robotron. Or even Robotron 64. God, I had my own stream opening in another window. Hope nobody heard that. Right, next game. It's not often I do these rapid fire between game streams. Mostly because they're a pain in the bum to set up. But let's go and check out Wedding Witch. And do our updates here. Wedding Witch. No viewers, 100 followers. That's a sad sign, isn't it? Okay, there was a witch. We met her. We got engaged. I've played this for all of 2 minutes, so I don't know what we're getting into. I just saw it on the list of Vampire Survivor clones and went for it. Are we looking? No, we're already engaged. It's just the Wedding Witch appears to want a perfect wedding. Alright. Alright. Unlike 20 minutes till dawn, this is as new to you as it is to me, probably. Right, this is our aforementioned witch, I'm led to believe. Let's get the story mode going for a normal wedding. Have a happy wedding, okay. Sounds like every wedding I've been to, Orion. I do not like going to weddings. Not at all. Doshio? Some people just can't help themselves. Come on, Zyngus. Well, that is true. Weddings tend to have amazing food. My brother, he did a whole spit roast on his one. It was great to just go off and shave that meat clean off. Good times. But weddings are just so damn stiff. Okay, come on, game. We've dragged this out long enough. Let's get The wings as well? Yeah, you're right, I didn't notice those earlier. See, meaningful choices in games. Boy, I don't know why I'm having such a harder time with this game than 20 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes is just a really easy game. I'd buy that. Tether to nearby enemies dealing curse damage. Doesn't sound great, but I'll take it. What does tether even mean? I can see the tethers, but... Okay, so it's not every close-by enemy. Come on, my owl friend, where's the bouquet? And just how bad is this orb thing? I took that expecting area of effect damage. I guess it technically is. Oh, thank God for that. Bah humbug. It's going to be a very sad bouquet for the wedding. Let's corrupt. Anything else? Not that I'm seeing, but I do notice the wings now. Right, once more onto the Succubus Cave. Do you have any recommendations of the current games on sale, the capitalism and eco games? Nothing that isn't already obvious. Besides, in the end, wouldn't you just rather play Capitalism Lab? Now there's an economics game. Isn't this what we saw already? Doubtlessly. Alright, last time I had so many explosions to throw at you, now it's corruption magic, and it seems to immediately be doing a whole lot more damage to you. Crikey, you are not having a good day. Area magic damage, yes. But curse making enemies flee might be really good for not getting surrounded. But... nah. Well, she is just getting wrecked! Yeah, at least the boss spawned in this game. For some reason, both runs on 20 minutes till dawn, the big boss didn't spawn. There must be some reason for that, but I don't know what it is. I actually find the big boss at the end of 20 minutes to be an interesting fight. Kind of a test of your ability to move and survive and deal damage at the same time. So what's this, the printout that we can use for our body pillow? I thought it would be different depending on what you've leveled up, but she lost her wings. She's lost her horns. My progress. Maybe you get a different ending depending on the difficulty that you play with. Still no access to the extras though. Are the extras an upgrade? Doesn't look like it. Claim my dollary dues. Nice, I do like the idea that the harder mode you play, the more potions are gonna, well, just play harder, get better rewards. It's kind of like God Hand. I think you need one thing maxed out. Yeah, I was just thinking that you don't get many opportunities to max something out in this. If you do your upgrades for showing rewards, I think you can more easily see the things appearing, and there are more levels in the harder settings, but it's still very short a game, isn't it? Well, again, that was just normal mode. Maybe more is made clear on the harder settings. Anyway, enjoyed it more than Vampire Survivors? Question mark? I don't know. It's had a bit of a cheap feel to it. But it was interesting. Oh, hang on, hang on. How do I unlock these different witches? How do I unlock Muscle Witch? I guess you have to max out one of these when completing to unlock them? But holy moly, we've just found the replay value. Oh well, mysteries that we'll all have to take to the grave with us, because we're moving on from Wedding Witch to another game. This one's going to be Bone Razor. If I can find my mouse. There we go. One of these games that makes your mouse turn invisible. That was quite good though. Certainly better than I was expecting. Okay, so this one I have played for about 2 minutes. I think I got the achievement for picking up 10 bones, and that was it. I just want to make sure that it worked. Don't really know what I'm getting in for, but this one did come quite highly recommended. Yet another Vampire Survivor clone, as is the name of the game today. Just in case, let's make sure everything is completely deleted. Delete all everything. Oh, that completely reset the game and its window position on my screen. Thank you, game. Let's go Middle-Age Airmore. Each time I rise, we become ever more powerful. I'll be explaining the meta progression, no doubt. Cozy and safe in the crypt. Peasantry comes seeking my head. They're welcome to try. That even calls them meta upgrades. Well, we have no coin to our name whatsoever, so we'll ignore everything until we at least have one session out there. Got some very chunky pixelated graphics here. Oh, I need a drink before I head on out there. These bones need watered. Alright, let's go. So... okay. What an ugly game! Right, so as I understand, we're meant to collect bones, and then by using the bones we can summon spookies. And I think, is that a companion fairy? Dash, status, spell? We can't do any of these things. But we can get mobbed by enemies that we can't even fight. Oh, I see. Fairy is killing them. They die. I grab their bones. Whoa! Arise from your grave. Alright, let's Altered Beast our way through. We have 3 choices. We don't know what any of them are, so it's not a choice. Boozy Bomber. Raise a fresh boozy bomber skeleton. Lobs fiery molotovs. Okay. Where is my boozy bomber? I think that's him in very dark green. Yeah, I can see him lobbing the stuff. Another unknown thing, so it's still not a choice. Jinx Witch. Hex is the... okay. Ah, the bones don't stay on the ground forever. It's going to be anti-fun. Get ourselves another one. Bone Bolster. Javelins. Okay. You can mess with the outline settings, huh? What's that going to be? Visibility? Let's have myself in green and bad things in red. And make sure we're always at the front. No, that might make it hard to know when we're getting mulched on. Okay, it made it uglier, but certainly clearer. I seem to have a very tight hitbox. I'm ducking and weaving and I don't think I'm taking damage. So do we attack or do anything? There's mention of spells here, but maybe that's something I need to unlock later on. Same with dashing, statusing. Just kind of uselessly running around here. Single-use spells and spammable dash. Yeah, he's just saying the words, he's not doing the action. Give me that. Okay, why? Why this? What are these things? I don't know. Just pick at random. Freaking hate this. Okay, come on. Diseased meat. It's one of those, hey, play more and you'll find out. Whereas my response is, how about you don't waste my time? I've already made the commitment to want to play your game. Don't hold me hostage like that. Anyway, that's the end of that. Well, this is pretty garbage, and I already don't want to play anymore, but let's stick it out. I can't believe this is only the third worst game you've played. No, I think this is the worst so far. I assume the implication here is you die and then you get told, hey, here are all the upgrades you need to not suck. But you know what's so good about 20 minutes to die? You know, you don't need any of that. You just get in, get your gun, you can instantly win. Pencils, talent. You know what? I'm already so uninterested in this. I don't want to play anymore. It just has already looked and played so crappily. And yeah, you only get one first impression, and that was mine. I'm going to kill this. I'm going to kill the whole stream, actually. And maybe grab a small thing that constitutes lunch before I come back with a punishment game. I mean, I don't want to play more of this just in case I end up doubling down on punishments, but I will be back with Pathologic, which I would bet the whole farm on being a true blue punishment game. So until I am back in just about 10 or 15 minutes, it's a cheers and a cheerio.